Y'all imagine what dating would be like if we both came into the situation thinking, how can we serve each other? Like, no one came in thinking, what can I gain? How can you make my life easier? And me. What if the focus was on the other person? Obviously, it would have to be mutual. But, like, can you imagine if you're always thinking, how can you serve me? And how can you pour into me? And I'm always thinking, how can I serve you and pour into you? How would either one of us ever run empty? Obviously, it's a food for thought.
And wishful thinking.
For real, fellas, listen, if she can't buy you a meal, let her go. If she ain't ask how your day was, let her go. If she ain't even ask if you ate, let her go. Cause listen, if we with you, we gonna ask you. We gonna make sure y'all ate. Damn.
A loyal broke or a cheater with money?
A cheater with money.
Really?
Yeah, because I don't really give a f***, because I'm going to do what I want to do, too.
Look at this fucking generation. No. What the fuck? Nah, I can't. What the hell? I can't deal with that, bro. Talking about cheating with money so you don't care about love and happiness and being secure.
No, she don't. And more younger women are starting to think like that. That's why, as much as they don't want to admit it, the real reason why they're struggling is because men can see that y'all really just want to be 304s and y'all just want men to pay for everything. That pretty much seems to be the gist of the dating market. What's going on, YouTube? Is your boy Rome back with another video. If you're new to the platform, welcome to the tribe. By the end of this video, hope you subscribe. And after saying all that, you probably understand why men don't really chase women like they used to. But Miss Paradise Paris in this next clip is gonna explain further just that. So without further ado, let's go ahead and jump into the next video.
One of women's major complaints today is that men up to date don't act like men back in the day. They don't take their time out to court women anymore. They're not intentional about seeking out to be in a relationship with women. They're shying away from commitment. They don't really care to protect women. They don't care to provide for women. They don't care to tolerate women at all unless it's just sexual. And nobody can seem to figure it out. Well, I got the answer. Women have decided we no longer need to impress men, and the ones who do want to go out of their way for a man that they may be interested in or actually with, they are shamed and made to feel like that they are doing something wrong for seeing a man past the tangibles. Everything that men have asked for, women have shunned them and said that we're not doing those things for you. We're doing them to appease ourselves. Everything is in the antithesis of men, so much to the point where women have decided that they no longer have a need for man past his provisional aspects, such as him having money or such as him just having great sex. And somewhere along the lines, we've lied to ourselves and said men only objectify us and want sex for us. So in return, you want to play the man's game and try to do it back. But then when they start telling you that they want things like a woman who can think, or a woman who is actually going to be a partner, or a woman who can provide them a form of companionship, or a woman who brings them peace, or a woman who can read the room, a woman who can listen, a woman who knows how to cook, clean, nurture, and care for a house, a woman who's tentative, all of those things seem to be off your radar. We've taken cooking and cleaning and equated it to slavery, which I have no idea why we would be so disrespectful to our ancestors, because slavery was not just simply house chores. We've taken something so simple as, hey, maybe you're overreacting to, oh, he's gaslighting us, calling them narcissists, and disregarding all of their boundaries, even so much as the clothing. There is nothing there left to the imagination, because everything that he may aspire to get, so can every other man. See, it's so easy to see a woman post her ass and her titties on the timeline, or even walk outside with everything on but the armor of the Lord. And when he asks for a picture, all of a sudden you tense up like he just wants to objectify you, when actually you're just confused and you're not consistent with the message that you're sending. Women have found a way to say we don't need to impress men, men need to impress us. But when they tell you what they want, you call them bad bitches. You say that they want to be the new women. When they express their disdain or certain hatred, you call them sassy. Nothing is ever just introspectively saying, hey, maybe I don't act like my mama, maybe I don't act like my grandmama, maybe I don't act like my aunties, because you thought those women were weak in order to keep a man. You thought that they were a pick-me. But maybe it would be wise to take a page out of their book, because they had a far better success rate with getting men to do exactly what they needed them to do, simply honoring their word. We've lost the plot. Women no longer understand the power of the P, if you know what I mean. Some would say that men found their worth. That's why they have stopped doing things for women, because it's so easy to get out of you nowadays. So maybe when women start to be a little bit more impressive towards men again, and they start doing all the things that men desire in order to get a woman, we could have them like put it in our hands. Start being impressive. You wouldn't complain about what a man don't do for you.
You know what I find really interesting about what she said? Okay, so the part where she mentions women thinking the women of the past were weak, don't you find it a little bit hypocritical that women are complaining about the men of today not being like men of the past, but at the same time they don't want to be like the women of the past because they said those women were weak for staying with those very same men that they say they want us to be like? See how women contradict themselves so much? Because one minute is like, oh no, they had to put up with those men, and those men were putting hands on them and yada yada yada. But then on the other hand, y'all want us to be like those men because those men provided. But part of the reason why they provided was because those women didn't have the opportunities that y'all have now. Those women were not in the workforce like women are in the workforce now. Y'all are the ones that fought for this, not men. I'm pretty sure men were more than happy with you staying at home while they went out and provided. It was a group of women who went against that and changed everything. So quit pointing the finger at the men. Let's keep it moving.
Delusion. But again, what was the example I gave y'all before? If you gotten everything that you ever wanted in life from the opposite gender for nothing more than existing, you would be delusional too. Like we can't be too mad at her. We can't be too mad at these types of women that are IG influencers and can't find a guy. Like they literally don't know any better. That life has been on easy mode. They literally has been on easy mode for years. For the better part of 10 to 15 years, her life has been on easy mode. But now, right, the chickens have come to roost. The wall is here. And it's very difficult for women to swallow that pill. They either accept it and lower their standards, right? Or they say, no, I'm not settling, and then they just live a life of perpetual singlehood, which is where a lot of modern-day women are going to be. And I gave a very dark prediction on this. It's on my Instagram. But I predict in the next 10 to 20 years, you're going to see an influx of females on antidepressant medication, on anti-anxiety medication that are literally like going to be fucked up mentally because the amount of attention that they get from the opposite gender has been exacerbated thanks to the internet.
Honestly, Myron, I think we're already there, because all you got to do is go on the internet. I'm like, especially Facebook. Oh my God, Facebook is something else. When I go on Facebook, all I see is women on there talking about the kind of man that they want, and they looking for this kind of man, and men ain't shit, and I want this kind of man, and oh, I did this test quiz and it says that I should get this kind of man, but don't blow up my inbox. It's like, how about you just put yourself out there and go after the man that you want and slide in his inbox, instead of trying to put all these thirst traps and shit up on social media, trying to get that a man's attention that probably ain't even paying you no attention in the fucking first place. Ooh. But that's what happened when you're getting all this validation from a whole bunch of men that you're not even interested in. Let's keep it moving.
Women do not like men. And the reason that most women don't like men is because these men try to hold them accountable and don't let them play the victim. You have to understand that a lot of women will intentionally date piece of shit men just so they don't have to have accountability in their behavior in the relationship, because it takes two to tango. And then these women come across my page and assume that because of what I talk about, I'm against them. But the reality is that everybody is sick of the excuses for your poor behavior. No one is trying to invalidate your experience. We're just trying to tell you that you played a part in the downfall of how your life is and the things that you've gone through. Additionally, women only like men for what they can provide for them. So as soon as the money runs out or whatever it is that they're looking for, that's why they have the backup plans or the rosters or whatever it is. You have to understand, if you learn anything from my platform, is that women do not hang around people that do not validate them. This goes for friendships and romantic relationships. And they don't even realize that it's happening 9 times out of 10. Because the only reason that women stay friends with women is, one, if they don't like the same man. Like, as soon as 2 girls like the same boy, that's the end of the friendship. Or the other scenario is like, if one girl is a hoe and is out here having a roster and the other friend's like, nah, I'm just going to hang out with my boyfriend, or I'm going to be single and work on my career. That's also not going to work. And why is that? It's because those 2 people are not validating each other, which is why women cannot stand men. Men will hold them accountable. Men will make them honest. Men will tell them shit that they don't want to hear, just like you'll tell them, you know, the lashes are ugly, the makeup is ugly, all the bullshit that women do is ugly, and they don't want to hear it because you're not validating them. And women will preach all day long that men are the ones that hate women, but at the end of the day, I have to wonder if women really hate men because, well, you're not agreeing with them. Okay, bye.
Women are the main characters in a lot of social settings today, nowadays. We've given women the power simply by them having a vagina. Women feel that they are superior to men because they have men constantly throughout social media that they're exposed to, reaffirming the idea that they are the catch, they are the prize, they are the ones who should be pursued and valued and appreciated more so than men should, when in reality, the things that make men attractive to women are more than what makes women attractive to men, and elevates a woman's life more than a woman would elevate a man's life. But due to Disney movies, poems, music, a culture that caters to women's feelings, it has gone to women's heads, it has made them entitled, and it has made them delusional. They really believe that men are supposed to cater to their feelings. A man's world is supposed to revolve around her. A man is supposed to sacrifice everything he has for her, and not her sacrificing everything she wants for him. But women are supposed to sacrifice everything they want for a man. They elevate a woman's survival potential. A woman can look at a man that she's attracted to, his physical qualities and characteristics, his physical traits, and feel safe, and feel that her chance of surviving, her chance of maintaining, her chance of sustaining, her chance of thriving is maximized.
Y'all let me know what y'all thought about this, YouTube. If you're new to the platform, please subscribe. OGs, I appreciate the love and support. Make sure y'all hit that bell notification. That way y'all know what I'm uploading. Hit the like button because it helps with the algorithm and helps me reach a broader audience. Also, look out for the travel vlog channel, Unplugged Traveler. Link is in the description, as well as my latest mixtape, Neo Trap Volume 2. And if you want to purchase any other merch, the spreadshot.com link is in the description. Until the next video, you guys, deuces.